Hey, what's up guys, this is T-Bone here. Welcome back to another episode of Gemstone Legends. So there is a new patch note that is going to be available. A new patch is coming out. The notes are available. The link to both the Google Doc as well as the Reddit post are going to be available in the description below. So take a look there for details. This is going to be a huge patch, okay? Lots of changes. And instead of spending a lot of time in one video talking about it, I've decided to split them up into smaller videos. So each video will have a different focus each time. This particular video, I'm going to focus on the 11 new sets that they're going to be introducing, all new artifacts, all new gears, and we're going to talk about what's different about them. And I'm going to try and keep this under 10 minutes. I actually timed myself earlier and I tried doing under 3 minutes and I couldn't do that. So let's try under 10 minutes here, okay? And we're going to talk about these new sets. Now, what you're going to notice is that the bonuses here for all of these artifacts are not going to add to your primary stats mostly. Instead, it's mostly going to change your status. And that's actually a really interesting change. So the first one I'm going to talk about is cover. This is a two-piece set bonus requirement type artifact. So just by putting out 2 pieces, you're going to get the bonus. And the bonus you get here is a protective shield based on 30% of the hero's HP for 3 turns whenever the wave starts. And if you get all 6 pieces on, then you get 90% of your health for 3 turns on the wave start. And anywhere in between where you get 4 pieces instead, then you go up to 60%. It's similar to, Aurora or Gaffadeath, except they apply to all heroes. It's actually closer to Zenko, for example, where she applies it to herself. So this will help you getting more protection if your hero needs it at the beginning of fights. The second one is going to be Untouchable. This set gives you immunity to the hero for 3 turns at the beginning of the wave. Just by putting on 2 pieces of this on, you gain immunity, which is huge, especially in situations where you are up against an arena opponent that likes to do debuff at the beginning. This one will give you immunity, and 6 pieces gives you 9 turns of immunity, which is really, it's huge, okay? Really powerful if you do that. So it's very similar to Dobrinka and also Najar, who have similar abilities but nowhere near as many turns. Okay, so this is, I think, a really strong set that could be used a lot. Charge is a very sort of a niche type set, in my opinion, where at the beginning of the battle you will gain 35 mana. Now I bolded the word battle because that means it only does this one time. Okay, it's not going to reset at a new wave. So if you're in like a campaign fight or something, you only get this the one time. But with 6 pieces, you get full mana. So what is the benefit of this? If you have a hero that is super fast, you can start the fight with full mana, and now you can activate your skill that could potentially just, debuff the entire hero. Or maybe if you put it on Taiko-san, you could actually get them to stun all of the enemies in the beginning of the battle. And so this is going to be where it's most powerful in Arena and Guild Wars. Couldn't really find a hero that's similar to it, but the heroes that you could think about, there's plenty of those. Zeal. You can increase your damage for every living enemy that you face. So if you think about Guild Wars, where you start with 4 enemies and a Rift with 5 enemies, that translates to 10% increased damage for Guild Wars and 12.5% increased damage for everywhere else. And then if you put all 6 pieces on, then you suddenly jumped up to 30% damage or 37.5 damage. So that increases your overall damage, just by having the set here. And this is similar to Dagda in a way. Dagda increases the damage based on the number of enemies that are dead. This one is a little bit opposite, but again, I couldn't find a hero that is exactly the same. So the point here is you can take a look at these heroes and understand a little bit about how this works. It's almost as if in some cases, it's as if you have an additional hero that does these stats for you just by having these sets on anyone else. Okay, so you can get the benefits of these heroes without having them on the team itself. The last one here is going to be Fury. So Fury is going to increase your damage by 15% if you have less than 50% health. At 6 sets, it doesn't actually say this, but I assume it stacks, as it'll go up to 45%. So any sort of your damage dealers is going to really benefit from this, especially ones that love to be under, like love to be low health. Koharu, for example, or Gorak or Akuma. All of these heroes that deal more damage with lower health is going to benefit, a lot with this set here. So Fury is the name of this one, the last of the 2-piece sets. Now we move on to the 4-piece sets here. Okay, so before with a 2-piece set, what's nice is you can put a 2-piece on and then you can, add something else to it. With these 4-piece sets, you now have a bigger investment, but generally these sets are more powerful in terms of their bonuses. So we'll start with Hope. Hope gives you a 25% chance to have 50% mana whenever you use a special ability. Okay, and so I don't know if this is going to be the case, but I think that if you have heroes that can activate your special ability twice, if this stacks, then that means you can gain 100 mana just by doing that. Could be overpowered if that is the case, but if it's not, you heard it here, heroes like Cassia and Kusai are now going to have immense power just by activating their skills multiple times, gaining 100% mana or 100 mana. That's why it's at 25% chance. I think given that it's 25% chance and not a guarantee, it would make sense that you could potentially get 100 mana because the activation skill activates multiple times. I think it makes sense to have that in there, so we'll see that is the case. Vampire, this one I'm not so sure about the usefulness of this. So basically you get 35% of damage dealt as HP, so you heal 35% of whatever damage you deal, and we already have heroes that do something like this, and so Rina and also Valentina, they all do something similar, but I don't use these heroes as much. Like I don't find those skills as beneficial, and given that this is a 4-piece set, it feels a little expensive to gain this, whereas you can simply get health heals from a lot of different situations. And so this one, I'm not quite sure whether this is going to be used as much just by looking at it, but we'll have to see when it actually gets introduced and see where this could be used more often. Now this one is actually a really powerful set here, Bandit. It is a 4-piece requirement one. It gives you a 100% chance, okay, 100% chance to remove 2 positive effects from an enemy whenever you deal gemstone damage. I believe this does mean that you still need to have high accuracy. It just means that every time you hit somebody with gemstones, you're going to remove 2 positive effects, and this can be used literally anywhere in the game. Every aspect of the game will benefit from it. Very similar to how Guinevere works. Gemstone damage equals removal of positive effects. Okay, and so the faster you can make your hero, the more often you can have this hero go, the more positive stats you can take away. And imagine, doing this against Haron. Okay, so you're going to be able to take away positive stats just by attacking. Very, very powerful. This makes it so that you can have an entire lineup of heroes that can strip positive stats. The entire lineup can do this, and you'll never have to worry about a super buffed enemy like Haron. So I think this is going to be a really great gear. Now we have Daze. So this one is going to be a little bit interesting. So when you read it, you have to be very careful and read the fine print here. So this one gives you a chance to stun when your hero deals damage with special ability. So your special ability needs to actually deal damage in order for you to inflict stun. So if you have like a hero that just heals or doesn't do any damage, that's not going to kick in. So you have to pay attention to what you're putting it on, and this is going to be best used in Arena or Guild Wars because stun doesn't work anywhere else. Okay, so it's very similar to Freya or to Tharlik, where their active ability, has a chance to inflict stun. Only 22%, but it can still be very useful because if you have an AoE attacker, meaning you have a special ability that damages everyone, you now have a chance to stun every single one of your enemies, whoever you damage. Okay, and so that could be very, very, very powerful, just like as if you have Taiko-san, 22% chance to inflict stun every time you use the skill. So I think it could be very powerful, especially in Arena and Guild Wars. Next, we have the Rotten set. So Rotten set here has 30% chance to inflict heal block for 3 turns. Heal block is, again, you have to deal damage in order to do this. And the thing is, you cannot resist this unless you actually have immunity, passive immunity to heal block. Okay. Now, heal block prevents you from being healed. And so that means if you are in arena defense and you count on a green dragon to heal you up, well, this is going to take that away. And this is also really great for the Moon Forest Rift, because that means you don't need to bring in a black, the purple dragon with you anymore to fight. And instead, you can have just anybody that can come in and inflict heal block. And now you can just kind of go on with your business, and you can bring in other dragons to heal you up, or to help you deal more damage, or whatever you need to slow them down with the blue dragon. It will make your Moon Forest Rift a lot easier to get through. And also, this makes it difficult for your opponents who like to heal a lot. And so this could make it so all of your heroes can prevent healing. And so when you're up against a lot of, like, you know, heal heavy teams, this could be very, very useful. Determination is the set that gives you 5 mana for every 10% missing health at the beginning of your turn. Now, I kind of try to think about where would this be really useful, and I think if you're in raid boss, or if you have like a tank, a hero that tanks, and you get a lot of damage dealt to them, this could be useful. So, you know, for example, one of the examples I'm thinking of is Martin, for example, takes a lot of damage from the yellow boss when you use a raid boss, and if you can gain more mana just by the person almost dying, you can gain a lot of health here, mana here. Another example would be if you have, you know, Gorak, who loses health every time he deals damage, you also gain some mana. Another hero that's kind of similar here is Moralia, so she kind of gains mana as well at the beginning of her turn, but not based on health missing. Again, with this one, not sure how beneficial this will be. It's a expensive investment with 4 pieces to gain this, so I kind of wonder whether this is going to be used as much, but it is one of the new sets here. And so with that, those are the 11 new sets. I'm probably a little over 5 minutes at this point, but hopefully this helps you understand the new sets that are coming out, what they're going to be good for. You can start planning ahead, thinking about what it is that you would like to use for your heroes. And I'm actually personally excited for the various different meta that we might see here. So let me know in the comments below what you think you like the best. Which one are you most excited about, and what heroes do you think would be most useful for each of these sets? Looking forward to hearing from you, and I will be back with more videos in the future for the different aspects of the update. So that's going to be it from me for today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.